Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how we can call the API in the SwiftUI. For the weather app, I will use the Open Weather Map API. Okay, let's start. First of all, you need to register an account as Open Weather Map. You can go to this page and create an account to get the API key. I will share this link in the description. The API will look like this. So you need to send the city name inside and your API key here. I will use the sample API from Open Weather app. So we use this one for the demo. Let's see when you send the request, which data will return. This one is the weather object, and what we need here, I only need the temperature. So let's define this in your model. Open your post, add the model folders, create a new file. Don't forget we need to select the Swift file. The name is weather. First of all, we need to define the weather. So to define weather object in the model, we need to define like this struct. We'll use the struct. The name is the weather. The data type for this one will be decodeable. Decodeable is a type that it can decode itself from the external. External means you can get the data from API, and the data returned from the API it will decode itself. I'll share the link to you so you can read to know the detail. You need the temperatures with the data type is the double. Maybe you will need humidity with the data type is double. And take a look, the temperatures and the humidity is from main. So we need to define like this. Struct weather response with the data type is decodable. And the field here is the main. And the data type from here is weather. Okay, to define the model is quite easy. You can understand, right? As I introduced in the last video, we will define API in the service folder. Now let's define the service to call the API. Go to the service folder. I will create a new file with the name is weather service. You have to choose Swift file. First, you need to create a new class called weather service. Then you need to create a function with the name is the getWeather. There are two parameters in this function. First parameter is the city name, city, with the data type is string. And the second parameter is completion. Let me type in and I will explain for you later. Escaping weather. So in this function, we will have 3 steps need to do. I will write the to do here. There are 3 steps we need to do to make this function work. The first, we are creating the URL. Creating the URL with the API we want to call. The second step, create and start the networking task to call the API. The last one is handle result. Handle the result written from API. Okay. Let's move on to the detail. The step 1, creating the URL with the API we want to call. We will use the syntax let URL will be equal with URL, and you put a string inside. The string inside here will be the API. Here, API URL. Say I have the URL like this. Let's API equal the API URL. Will be equal with this one. The city name will be the city sent from weather. The app ID will be the API. When you register Open Weather Map, it will return for you a key, and then you add that. Okay. Now let's this one. Else, you will return completion is new and return that. If this one error, we will do this one. Okay, we done step 1. Then we start step 2, create and start networking. Okay, to start networking, we will use the syntax URL session dot share, then dot data task with the URL. URL here is the URL. When you call the get API, you need to use this one. This is the syntax, so you need to remember when you make the API call. And don't forget doc resume here. So the resume, the request, the knocking, this one always exists. This one is the disclosure will give you 3 parameters. First is the data, the second is the response, and the last one is the errors. After the in keyword, you will start with the step 3, handle the result returned from API. Now what we need, we continue do the var let data equal data and errors. If errors equal with a new, else we will do dispatch queue dot main dot async. The completion will be with the value either new, and when it's done we will return straight away. This could mean if you have the data and the errors in new, so you will continue with the process. Otherwise, the process is straight away completed and you need to exit here. If the data not new, so we need to decode data return. To decode it, you need to do like whether response equal with try, trace decode dot decode. Try is the weather response. You remember in the weather here, this is the type. Remember? Yes. I also you remember. So this one will be the weather response dot self itself, and from where? From the data here. Okay. So if you can decode the weather response, the process will be complete with the data in the weather. Else you call dispatch queue to finish the process. Okay, we add the condition here. If let weather response equal with weather response, else straight away exit, right? Sync completion is the new. So what we need, so take a look at the weather model again. You see, what we need here is we need the main data, the data inside the main, right? So in the service, if we can get the weather response, so we need to get the main data, like weather will be equal with weather response dot main. And then next, right, completion weather. Okay, now I delete this one. Oh, sorry, this was P plus. Sorry. We finished the step create the weather service. So what I shared with you in the last video that when the view want to have the data from the external service, it should be called through the view model. We haven't defined the weather view model yet, so let's do it. Go to the view model folders, right click and choose new file, choose script file, and then next you will create the file in weather view model. Next, define the class weather view model. With the data type is observed object. Observed object is a type of the object with a publisher that emits before the object has changed. That means when the weather view model changes, the view will be changed. I will share the link in the description. You can read the document and you can know it's more detailed. If you play with the OOP before, so the document quite easy to understand. What we will publish when you got the data returned from weather service. We will get the weather, right? So when we get the weather, we need to publish this one. So how to do this? You need to define, you publish var weather equal with the weather. Now the question is how to get the weather. We need to get the weather from weather service, right? Let's define a function called fetch weather to get the weather by city. Define the function first. Weather city type is string. Weather service dot get weather. City is city. Okay, this one will return the weather. Okay, then what we do? We will use this queue dot main dot async and assign the weather. We will assign the weather here with the new weather returned from weather service. When you use the dispatch_queue.main.async, it means it will send it off to the main thread for the execution. I see why I wrote here, but now let me discuss a little bit. When you open the app, you want the app get the Singapore weather. Okay, for this concept, you need to call the function in the initialize function. Init. When the class is invoked, it will trigger the init. So you will call the fact weather inside the init. So city will be the string. I will call the fact weather with the city. Sorry, the error here because we haven't unwrapped this one. So let weather equal with the weather. Before I return the data to the view, we need to modify the weather. So bar, you need to modify the temperature. This one is string, and you say that if that temp, you go with the self dot weather dot temp, will return for you the string format temp. Else empty string. I know it's many things you need to approach, but slowly you can adapt it easier. We need to go back to the weather view screen because in the weather view model, we already published the weather. So in the weather view, we need to subscribers. To subscribers, we will do like this. We will need to use the observers object. This one, observers object. Or weather view model is weather view model. This one is the variable, this is the time. I will define the weather view model with the data type is weather view model. When you define with the observable object means you will subscribers to an observable object. Let me finish the code first. Okay. When I load the weather view screen, it will call the API. So thus I will call it in the initialize method. Let's do it. Init. I will call it like so dot weather view model will be equal with weather view model. Because weather view model needs city, right? But city from where? City is the country name. So we send the country name inside, right? Country dot name. When you init, you need to send the country name inside. So country will be equal with country. So country will be equal with country. Okay. Now let's see the preview first. Click on resume button. We already get the weather from the API. We need to get the real temperatures to show there. How you can do? Because now the data already written in the weather view model, right? In the weather VM. So we just change the name from here. How you can do like this? You can do like this. Put the variable inside. Self dot weather VM dot temperatures. See the result. Now you see it already get the real temperature from service. Now let's check the result on simulator. See how? So let's go to the content view and change the country to the Japan. And change the flag to Japan. And you resume. See how? Yeah, you see when you change the country name and the flag, the temperatures will be get with the real temperatures. So that's great. Okay, look excellent. finished for today. I hope you like it. In the next video, I will show you how we can call the Watch API.